A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offense.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he finds Danny Amendola. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points will put on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Trubisky will throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. The 20. 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Trubisky to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. On first down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But it'll be second down.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On second down now, it's Cohen. They find some open field here. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 16th touchdown of the year. As the Bears push on, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Throwing is Stafford. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Let's bring it.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, a 22. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock. and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here.
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Defense, let's go. Hey, orbit. 58, boy, 58. 58 is Mike. Get him. Double right. Hurry.
On 3rd down, Stafford looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Johnson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he whips that one incomplete there. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Flag.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Trubisky now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
4 down. Check.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On the toss, here's Johnson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They try again with Cohen. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
51. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Trubisky keeps it himself, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
And now here is another interception. Now the ball comes loose, and I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing.
He's got him in, complete. Give him 32 on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
260. 22. Blue draw 40.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Stafford, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Let's go. Hey, 50.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen, he'll have a 1st down past the 40. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Check 3. Check 3.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and
he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. James has got it. Complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Hey, 22.
One last throw here for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep down. And my goodness, another interception. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,